Shin, and today I'm going to be talking about the disasters that happened in Japan in 2011. On 2011, March 11th, it was the day when I actually felt it. A huge amount of people were in one school gym room, and it didn't come to a big surprise to old people who lived in Japan for a long time because there were other earthquakes that happened in the past. And this day was when I started getting to know what disasters are like and what's called suffering. The epicenter. An epicenter is a point on Earth's surface directly above hypocenter of an earthquake. A hypocenter is the point where an earthquake happens and is usually underground. It was 40 miles to the south of Fukushima, and this was one of the biggest problems about the earthquake. And it was massive 8.9 magnitude. And the people who were surviving dangerously were living without proper food, drink, or electricity. The tsunami. 50-meter tsunami disabled the power supply. So when the earth shake because of the earthquake, the tsunami breached out of the ocean and the tsunami came out. And it was 55 yards to the east. It connected evacuation zones affecting thousands of residents. Tsunami washed away dead bodies, which made it hard for people to find the missing people. And the tsunami made the fault weak and slippery. For safety, because of the earthquake, tsunami happened, which was very dangerous, so people had to be ready to run away. But because of the parents complaining of money and education, the teachers decided to make a school in a gym room using cardboard, and they had lived in the gym room. The half of the gym room was for the school, and the other half was for the living. The refuge was like the house for them because they had livings in the gym room. The nuclear plant. The nuclear power caused radiation, and radiation could travel to food chain. On hearing this, people was worried that they might die, so they had a health check, and 55 children were found that they had cancer because of the radiation. And 5,000 people were forced to evacuate from Fukushima to other prefectures for safety, but still, people who disobeyed was 104,000 children below 15 years old are living in Fukushima. The earthquake caused cooling system failure at Fukushima. And on May 6th, Prime Minister ordered the Hamaoka nuclear power plant to be closed because of a magnitude 8.0, or highly is like to hit the area in 30 years. The phone call. And this picture is at a station, and this is where this is another picture of the station. And the damaged roads and tunnels made it hard to contact. And also it was because of the huge amount of people calling at the same time. And a lot of people were in a long line waiting to use the public phones. Everything that was connected to internet services were out of service. And 12,000 fixed line services were out of service. It wasn't only phones that stopped, but it was also 2 radio relay stations went out of operation. So these people are trying to call their families for help, but they couldn't contact. The endless earthquake. The earthquake happened over and over, and thousands of people continued to be affected by the Fukushima nuclear disaster. And this house was actually rebuilt after the earthquake, but then the earthquake happened over and over, so it crashed again. And stress and illness was related to the number of 1,656 people who died. Volunteering is the best thing you can ever do in your life. All these people is working for the people that was in the disasters. These people that was really kind-hearted gave up their money, food, water, time, and even their life. We can also choose to volunteer, and it will not harm people in disaster. Maybe yourself will be harmed, but not the people who was in the disaster. Kay Oberg, and she was one of my best volunteers, and she came to help because she liked the smile on people's face and getting to know more people. Her reward after her day was the feeling of accomplishment that slightly made the world a better place. Her group wanted to do such things as mud project, rebuilding shops, homes, and to make a world a better place. She made helpful websites to find more volunteers and helpers to make this place a better place. And I found her by the website that she made to find more volunteers. The success. People kept saying that people don't need to volunteer because it won't help, but actually it helped much faster when the volunteer decided to help. And this all happened because of the huge help of volunteers. They didn't get paid or anything, but they just helped. This country will recover much faster if people start volunteering. If you won't volunteer, we could at least donate money and things people need for their refuges. And most of all, we can pray for. God's purpose. Even after the disasters happen, we can live by faith and know that God is with us. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, the plans to have prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Believe that God has some great plans. So we're going to watch a video. The mouse doesn't come out.
It is.
It is. Oh.
Just push.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what's that? This is a building where people live. This is an example of a shock earthquake. And people are starting to evacuate, but they couldn't because of the lights and electricity that fell. This is the tsunami that reached out of the ocean. And people's keeping on screaming to go somewhere higher places. This tsunami swept away houses and dead bodies. These people are homeless, and because they lost their houses. And 3,824 people are missing, and 15,824 people are dead. Thankfulness from people. He's talking about the volunteers. This is the day when they started rebuilding stuff. This is volunteer success, and this is the Sendai airport. It was rebuilt again. Those are all radiated food. And they built a sky tower even after the earthquake. In different type of languages. And this baby was born during the earthquake.